artificial intelligence will destroy us all. At least that's the claim science fiction and film has taught us to fear artificial intelligence. From the T-800s from the Terminator movie franchise to HAL from 2001: A Space Odyssey, it has been portrayed as having killer intent. But what if I told you that it was simply not true? What if I showed you that all the good artificial intelligence has done for humankind? To understand what artificial intelligence is, we must first define it. There are many proposed definitions of artificial intelligence, or AI, each with their own slant, but most are roughly aligned around the concept of creating computer programs or machines capable of behavior that we would regard as intelligent if it's exhibited by humans. To complicate the definition of AI, most AI researchers would agree that how we approach a problem is just as important as to whether or not we actually solve the problem. Over the past few decades, the field of AI has grown from its infancy, playing tic-tac-toe and chess, into a professional adolescence in the essence that it is learning new skills and seeking its own limitations. So at this point, we're wondering how AI and its counterpart robotics benefit us as a society. In March of 2011, an earthquake with a 9.0 rating on the Richter scale struck the island nation of Japan, which damaged the nuclear reactors of the Fukushima power plant. The Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, or DARPA, launched a robotics challenge motivated by the difficulty of getting human personnel into dangerous environments. Teams from around the world competed to have their robots perform a variety of tasks such as driving, opening doors, locating and closing valves, and connecting a fire hose to a standpipe. In the end, 3 teams took home their share of over $3.5 million in prizes. Though the competition held great monetary awards for the competitors, the real winner in this competition is humankind, as we get closer to having robots that can work alongside humans to reduce the toll in a disaster response. Another area of research in AI and robotics is care for the elderly. With increasing aging Western society, the need for care for the elderly is also increasing. Robots are being developed to help with specific tasks like dosing medication to patients or transferring patients from bed to wheelchair. Though these tasks seem like functions of robotics over artificial intelligence, there is also research into the psychological care alongside the physical comfort. This means that an AI will interact with the patients to provide some therapeutic treatment, an artificial emotional support robot that will provide companionship and help improve socialization, cognitive ability, and increase relaxation. This type of AI is not just for the elderly. Emotional support bots could be used to help veterans with PTSD, help children with social development disorders such as autism, and anyone else that suffers from mental health issues or just lonely people in general. Lastly, another area that AI can improve our lives is in the arena of law. TV and movies portray lawyers as working earnestly to defend their client's position by arguing feverishly in the courtroom. The truth is that lawyers rarely see the inside of a courtroom. The plain fact is that most legal activities are pretty straightforward transactions, not disputes, such as drafting contracts, filing for divorce, purchasing real estate, planning a will, or registering a trademark. A fairly large portion of what a lawyer provides as services can be replaced with an AI that can do them as well or better than the average lawyer. These tasks can be done at a fraction of the cost of a human lawyer would charge, and would leave more complex cases for human review. Now, there are counterclaims that AI will replace us. It is tempting to think of an image of a robot being wheeled into the workplace and a human worker being walked out with pink slip in hand. But the economic effect of automation is much more nuanced than that. Automation changes the nature of the job, not remove the job altogether. Automation replaces skill, not jobs. Another claim about AI is the singularity event. The singularity event, as it relates to AI, is the idea that at some point machines will become sufficiently smart so that they will be able to re-engineer and improve themselves, leading to runaway intelligence. The underlying fear is that this superintelligence will undermine us, enslave us, harm us, and possibly even kill us. This concept has served as an underlying inspiration for many works of science fiction. The assumption behind the narrative is that there is some ethereal or magical essence that constitutes sentience and consciousness, a soul, if you will. While this may be too far out there to determine if it is true or false, there is no widely accepted objective evidence for this belief any more than there is proof of spirits or ghosts. The possibility of runaway superintelligence is remote in my opinion. To summarize, artificial intelligence is concisely defined as computer software or machines programmed to be capable of behavior that would regard as intelligent if it is exhibited by humans. The benefits of AI is boundless, removing humans from dangerous environments in the event of a natural or man-made disaster and providing aid to senior citizens or those with disabilities are just a few of the ways AI will benefit society. The worries about a runaway superintelligence are unfounded, and the threat of being displaced by a robot worker is also unlikely. The overabundance of artificial intelligence in our society is still quite a few decades away. Thank you.